Hi guys and welcome to my channel. Today's video is a full face makeup tutorial for the fall season. I wanted a fresh face but still something that was vibrant and popping for day or night, and I think I achieved it. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you want to see how I created this beautiful makeup look, then please keep watching. So straight in with my Urban Decay All Nighter foundation in the shade 4.0. You can tell I needed it because I'm looking so tired. I just gave it a good shake. I took half a pump, mixed that in with some of this Rimmel liquid illuminator, which is really good for blurring the skin, and took a small amount of this, mixed it in on the back of my hand, and then applied it all over my face. This stuff is so full coverage, so a little tiny bit really does go a long way, and it kind of just makes your skin look so perfect. This was the first time I used this, and so far I am loving it. I took my MORPHE M439 and I just buffed it all into my skin. You can see how clearly this foundation is full coverage, but it blends so easily. I was so impressed by it. I honestly, it's not the video for it, but I just had to let you know it is a good foundation. And although this look is meant to be very simple, the skin does need to be full coverage and snatched. Okay, so I want to start contouring my face, and I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toast. It does squeeze out quite a lot, so be careful. I'm just applying some lines to the outer side of my forehead, on my cheekbones, and a little bit underneath my chin. And it doesn't look like I've got a lot of product on my face, but there was quite a bit. You'll see when I blend it out. Next, to contour my nose, I just use this W7 contouring pencil. It's a deep brown shade. I'm trying to show you what it looks like, but it's fairly blunt. But I find it's really good for contouring my nose. It's no mess, no hassle, really quick, does the job, and looks good as well. So I'm just contouring the sides of my nose, down the sides of my nose, and just underneath my nostril. And then taking that Morphe brush, the same one I used to apply my foundation, and just buffing it all out. You can totally see what I was meaning when I said a little goes a long way. You've got to be really careful, but just taking it really slowly and kind of circular motions with the brush, buffing it out and upwards. So we don't want to come down sideways, we want to always go towards our hairline when we're buffing it out. So when you've got to this kind of stage, the only contour that you're not going to touch is your nose. Leave that in place just for a little while. And of course, no contour is complete without your highlight. So I'm taking my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and you know the drill, under my eyes in a more or less triangular motion, on my forehead, down my nose, Cupid's bow, and on my chin. With my damp beauty blender, I'm about to just use some patting and dabbing motions and just kind of spread it all out and buff it away. You can see how effortless this is, and it just gives the skin such a beautiful skin-like finish, but still way full coverage. So just continue to buff it all out until obviously you're happy with the finish. I just wanted to add a little bit more, so I went ahead and did that until I was happy with the overall look of my skin, and then on to the next one. And so then I took the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I mixed the two darker colours to start bronzing up my face. So I did the forehead, the cheekbones, under the chin, and again, just until the skin was nice and bronzed, I took the two lightest shades, so the banana and the peachier one, but not the most peach shade, and then just highlighted and set my skin. So I didn't use a setting powder, I just used the Shade and Light palette to again contour and highlight and set my skin. And now moving on to brows, I bought this pencil from eBay for about £4 and it is absolutely fantastic. I'll try and leave the link in the description box. If not, you can just search eyebrow pencil and I'm sure you'll find it. I think it's like a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Brow Wiz or Brow Definer. I'm not sure because I don't own them, but as you can see, I'm just filling them in and then brushing them out to spread the product throughout my brows. This is my new best friend, my new love, my new everything. It's so easy to apply and then it blends out beautifully, and I didn't have any patchiness. It took me minutes to do my eyebrows, and I was so pleased with the final look. And then I'm just taking my L'Oreal Brow Artiste plumper and setting my brows in place so they stay put all day long. So moving on to eyes, I just wanted to make sure that I had a shadow down first before I started working on them. So I just took any white coloured eyeshadow and just dusted that all over my lids using a MORPHE brush. This is from the Morphe palette. I took this beigey brown type of shade and just worked that all over my crease as my transition colour. You could barely see it, to be honest, but that is the kind of look that I wanted to go for completely. The Morphe palette wasn't working, so I switched to the Violet Voss collab with Loreal and took the very first shade, which was the whitest shade, and dusted that all underneath my brow bone. And then on a Real Techniques eyeshadow brush, I just took the same shade and put that all over my eyelid. So that was showing up a lot more, which is what I wanted, and not being neat in any way, shape or form. I'm just going ahead and packing it on. Once that looked nice and creamy and white, I took a peach shade from the palette and just dusted that lightly underneath my lower lash line to kind of make that stand out just a little bit more. And then taking a fluffy brush, I just wanted to kind of blend out the eyeshadow and make sure there was not any harsh lines. Okay, so I've zoomed you in a bit closer just so you can see how I'm going to do my eyeliner, and on a angled brush, any will do, I took some liquid liner and just very carefully drew a really thin line all across my lash line. So when it looked like that, I felt a bit more daring, and then I tried to wing it out. So you just want to kind of do this in really slow stages because you don't want to mess up any of the work that you've already done, and just as and when you feel comfortable, kind of build it up. So you can see I went for a fairly thin wing, nothing too intense, but just something to bring a bit of intensity to my eyes. When I finished the eyeliner, I just went ahead and curled my eyelashes and then took my L'Oreal False Lash Sculpt mascara and gave myself a nice coat of that. And once that was dry, I went ahead and applied my lashes off camera because you know I'm no good at it. But just while we're talking lashes, I've got to let you know, guys, my girl, Tasha Green, you know who she is. If you don't, you better check her out. She told me about this product called Lash. I've been using it for a week now. Basically, it's an eyelash serum and it rejuvenates your eyelashes. And boy, have I noticed a difference. I mean, I only applied a thin coat of this mascara to my lashes and you can already see they're pretty wow. So I went ahead and applied my lashes off camera. You can see they're fairly natural, but they are really pretty. Okay, so I'm taking this crazy ass brush here and I am going to start blending out my contour. So just starting with my nostrils and then the inner part and then the two lines on the side. And I do use my finger to kind of make it look seamless and more natural. Then I just took my Rimmel waterline eyeliner and this is in the beige shade. So I took my Makeup Revolution cream blush palette and applied that to my cheek, but it was way too much. So then I took my foundation brush and buffed it in and kind of reduced the pigmentation. Those blush palettes are amazing. I'm just taking a much more mellow toned beigey brown shade and applying that on a Real Techniques blusher brush. So I was happy with the way that looked, and this look is more or less finished, but I wanted to play about with my hair a little bit because I didn't want to leave it like that. So I also played around with some lipsticks, as you will see. So here I'm just setting my face with some NYX matte setting spray. This first shade that I used was a bourgeois liquid lipstick. I'll put the name of it in the description box, but it was more coral than it was brown. So I took a brown lip liner and applied that to the edges of my lips. This is more the orangey kind of fall shade that I was looking for, but it wasn't giving me life. Like, it just wasn't doing much for the makeup look. So I took it off and I put something else on. So I took my eyeliner, lip liner pencil and I filled in, well, I didn't even fill in, I just outlined my lips really quite intensely with this eyeliner. And then I took this beautiful purple shade by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the name Vintage. And then before letting it dry, I just went over the outline of my lips with the same black liner to intensify the lip in general. So my lovelies, this is the final look. I wanted to create a beautiful skin finish with an intense bold lip and an eye that was really simple and very easy to do, but still popped out and gave you a killer look. My hair, I don't know if it's just me, but I really love this hairstyle for autumn, winter, fall, winter. I think it's so easy and out of your way and still looks really, really cute and effective and really sleek and chic. I hope you all enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, leave me a comment and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.